a lot of people aren't taught how to have sex, okay? All we know is what we see in the pornos, but nobody teaches us how to have sex. Winos, welcome back to Happy Hour. If you're not familiar with this segment, it's simple. It's not about celebrity gossip. It's about us, okay, needing answers. So I select 3 winos that write in. They personally email me or either Jasmine at UNWINEWITHTASHAK.com. We select 3 questions and we, including the winos, okay, that are watching, give our most honest, raw, and sincere answer, okay? We don't hold back during this segment. So if you want your questions selected, please write in via Jasmine at UNWINEWITHTASHAK.com. We will let you know if your question has been selected, okay? And we will keep you anonymous. Don't worry, all right? So I got my wine here. It's just some table wine, some cheap shit, okay? There ain't nothing fancy or anything like that. I'm not even drinking much. I'm trying to keep my immune system up to par during these trying times, all right? The first question. Hey, Tasha. I am a viewer from blank. And she's an up-and-coming YouTuber. Shout out to the up-and-coming YouTuber. I love to mingle with YouTubers, okay? She goes, I watch your videos every time you upload. You keep me cracking up. Don't we all? Now, She goes, honestly, I am very lost and I have no idea on what to do. She goes, I am currently dealing with the loss of my mother after 2 years. I'm so sorry. I could not imagine, okay, losing my mom. I've been trying to find a good man for a few months now, Tasha. I'm feeling more confident and better about my life, and I know exactly what I want to do with my life. I get a little lonely sometimes, and that loneliness is annoying with all these hormones, okay? I miss my ex-boyfriend a lot, but I have 3 other men for sexual pleasure. Okay, girl, you got a lot to remember, okay? My ex says that he doesn't know if he wants to be in a relationship with me, but he still wants to have sex with me. I don't know if I should give him another chance or if I should not. Okay, that's confusing there. He already said he didn't really want to be with you, but you're saying that you're giving him a chance. Okay. One of the other guys is so nice. He's generous and he's willing to show me the world, but I'm just not attracted to him in that way, and I feel no romantic feelings towards him. The other guy works all the time and barely has any time for me, but I have to be grown and realize he just wants his bag, but I don't know if he's just saying that because there's someone else in the picture or he just simply doesn't have time for me, okay? And she goes, the last guy is a guy I went to high school with. He's so effing fine to me, but he has a record. Meaning he's been to jail. I've been wanting him for a long time, but I don't know if I want him because he's in trouble so much. Tasha, please help me. Okay, winos, I'm going to need your help on this one. Because I'm going to go through it fast. First of all, I'm glad that you literally started this email off, okay, with I messed up. And you are. I'm being honest during this segment. You really fucked up. And I'm just amazed at how confident you are thinking that you honestly have like 3 men who want you and they really don't, okay? Because they understand that you don't even want you, okay? The first one, you said, I miss my ex-boyfriend a lot, okay? But I have 3 other men on the side for sexual pleasure. Actually 4, I'm so sorry, okay? You said my ex doesn't know if he wants a relationship, but he still wants to have sex with me. But I don't know if I should give him another chance. What you mean, give him some pussy? He already told you he didn't want you, okay? So I don't understand. Why is it you're not hearing exactly what he's telling you? When a man tells you, or when anybody for that matter tells you that they don't want you, okay? And they only want you for this, that's exactly what it is. When somebody shows you who they are, fucking believe them, all right? And if you don't, honestly, you can't blame nobody but yourself in this situation, okay? You go, the other guy, he's generous, okay? And he gives me the world, but I'm just not attached to him in that way. Now, how in the fuck could you get attached to a guy that wants to give you the world when you're attached to 3 other guys, okay? At first, I thought it was 3, but it's really 4, okay? So there's no way that you could become attached or even fall in love with someone who's willing to fall in love with you if you're occupied with work, okay? With your own shit and with 3 other men. So this guy honestly doesn't stand a chance, and you really should just honestly let him go, okay? Until you figure out you. All right. The third one, You said the other guy works all the time, barely has any time for me, but I have to be grown and realize that he just wants his bag. Or he's just saying that because someone else is in the picture. Okay, nobody works 24 hours a day, okay? And if he's telling you that he doesn't really want to spend time with you because he would rather go to work, but even when he's at work, he's at home, no, he's fucking somebody else, probably living with somebody else, and you are just a side piece, okay? And so honestly, you have to be grown and realize that this man has other priorities, okay? Thank God for my auntie, okay? Because she showed me how to pick a damn man. And I'm going to tell you too, okay? Because you honestly got one right in here, but you're too damn blind to realize that, okay? She told me at 17 because I asked her, okay? I was dealing with a lot of ain't shit dudes from where I'm from, okay? They know exactly who they are if you do watch my program from time to time, okay? Now, I asked her, I said, Auntie, how do I know if a man really loves me? And she told me, I've said this before on the channel. She says, Tasha, they will spend all their time with you, meaning they will go to work, and they will honestly want to spend all their time with you, building, loving on you, cuddling with you, and then going to work. That's all they want to do. Men are very simple when they found whom they want to be with, okay? They're not complicated. You ain't got to chase their asses. You ain't got to worry about them being in the streets or anything, because their ass is going to be at work or at home, okay? Tending to you and their family. Now, the last guy you said you went to high school with, and he's just so effing fine, but he has a record and he's been to jail. You said you've been wanting him for a long time, but I don't want him because he's in so much trouble. Good, because he's going to get your ass in motherfucking trouble too. Now, if he's in that type of trouble, he's going to tell you to hold something, okay? If he's not trying to build himself up, how are you going to build something in a relationship? So really, you just want to fuck him too. So let's just be honest. You just want somebody there on the pillow to satisfy you sexually because you're not even ready to deal with your own self mentally, okay? You've gone through a lot. You've lost people, and you honestly think that all of these men are going to make up for what you're missing in your mother. It's not going to work, okay? You had one mom, and your job is to remember and figure out everything that she taught you, and I guarantee you this shit that you're doing ain't it at all, okay? If you are truly, honestly looking for love, which I don't really think you should be looking for love, because if you loved yourself, you would not be spreading your legs to 4 men and you don't know what they're doing all day. And the reason I'm telling you that you don't know what they're doing all day is because you're spending time with 4 different men. So when you got time, they got motherfucking time, okay? Are you listening to me? When you have time, they have motherfucking time, okay? So when you have time to go sleep with number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, they have time to go sleep with number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, okay? So it's a big ass circle, and you wonder why shit spreads as fast as it's spreading now, okay? Because y'all asses don't know how to socially distance yourself, okay? Which means love yourself. And then when you meet someone that is honestly right for you, you'll be able to see it, okay? Because you've socially distanced yourself and you've worked on yourself, okay? I'm using terminology that a lot of people just don't want to listen to these days. Knowing thyself is very powerful. So when you do meet that person, you will be able to know that that person is right for you. And it just honestly happens. I'm a firm believer in love, honestly, at first sight. Okay. You see him, you like, okay. You have a conversation with him. You like, this is good. You ain't even got to sleep with him. Y'all just click. Y'all get to know each other and you build from there. That's what I firmly believe. Okay. Because I've personally lived it. Now, if you want to meet that guy, none of them here are it, including the one that wants to spend time with you because you honestly haven't been honest with him at all, okay? And a relationship is built on honesty, okay? And until you're honest with yourself, nothing is gonna grow in your life, including yourself as well as a potential relationship, okay? And that's all I have to say on that, all right? Now, I hope that you still continue to watch the channel and support because I'm sure that I just dragged your ass and the winos are gonna help to drag you as well, okay? You don't be fucking around like this in this damn society, in this climate that we live in now, okay? You can still catch shit at any time, anywhere. And you won't know who gave it to you, okay? If it's an STD or a damn baby, you won't know, okay? Moving on, I don't condone this shit, okay? Next question. She goes, Tasha, I need your help again. All right. They need the winos too. Winos, be sure that you are leaving comments below. Okay. She goes, hey, Tasha, I love your channel. I'm writing you too because, girl, I don't know what to do. I am a mother and a grandmother. I have 2 grown kids and a 15-year-old son. My daughter is grown with 3 kids, which obviously are my grandbabies. Well, Tasha, my daughter has a history of mental illness and recently has had an episode that has happened because this bitch is irresponsible, okay, and does not take her medication, and she is now in the hospital, and I got all 3 of her kids. She has a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 12-year-old daughter with Down syndrome, okay? All the kids got Down syndrome. That's a lot. They daddies ain't shit. Tasha, I'm so stressed out. I'm already a single mother on welfare, struggling in the projects, trying to take care of my own 15-year-old son. I don't have a car. So getting what me, my son, and my grandbabies need is very difficult. Grandbabies already been in foster care before because social services said I was too far below the poverty level to keep them. Tasha, I refuse. I refuse to let my grandbabies go back into the hands of the strangers. Tasha, I love my grandbabies to death. Tasha, I need strength. What should I do? P.S. You know you be dragging Michelle Kramer's ass because she sold her damn daughter. I don't know what that's got to do with this. Okay, thank you. Thank you, grandmama and mama. Honestly, I am honestly so sorry that you're going through this. And unfortunately, a lot of us get dealt situations that honestly aren't fair to us, and we just have to pick up and figure it out. Now, if you're refusing to allow these kids to be owned by the state, which I commend you for that, okay? Because if it was my daughter and the bitch wouldn't take her medication either, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna pick up and I'm gonna take care of my grandbabies, okay? Because I don't want the state raising them. But you honestly have to look at the situation for what it is, okay? If you can't afford to raise them, you're gonna need some assistance, which means you're gonna have to put in a lot of work. You're gonna have to go down to whatever department that you're gonna need to go to in order to get assistance for the Down syndrome kids and assistance for taking care of the children while they're with you. Now, I'm going to tell you how to supplement your income, okay? Because if you're not working and you're able to send an email, you're able to go to a local thrift store, okay? With whatever check you get a month, you're able to get a few things and sell them online, okay? We live in a barter world. We live in a world of trade, and people are always trading things, which means they give you money for possessions, okay? And so honestly, now this is the time, especially in the economy that we're living in now, this climate, okay? We're all locked at home. A lot of people are losing jobs and things like that. And now it's time to get creative, okay? And so you have to figure out what skills that it is that you have so that you can make money and give these kids the life that they need. And you also need to be training your 15-year-old son to do the same thing, which means we're going to pick some sort of online business here, whatever it is, and we're going to delve into the life of entrepreneurship, okay? It's not that hard for you, especially if you're not working, you're at home all day. I know that you're tending to these kids, but I grew up in the hood too. And let me tell you something about growing up in the hood. There were a lot of people in the hood. That's why I like living around black people, because black people will help you with your kids. And so when we're all off of this lockdown, I want you to dwell deep. Actually, it's now time to really think about what it is that you can do to offer these kids the type of life that they need, because you don't want to continue this cycle, okay? If you already raised 2 kids in the project, you definitely don't want to be raising your grandchildren in the project, because I guarantee you, by the time your grandchildren get of age, which is like within 15 years, you don't want the female grandchildren or the male grandchildren to bring you more babies, because you already have a child in the house with Down syndrome, which is going to add more stress onto you. And it won't be fair at all if your 15-year-old son, which will probably be older in 10 years, that'll make him 25, for him to raise the kids as well. Now is the time to dwell into stocks, okay? Bonds, mutual funds, eBay, Amazon, anything that you can do research on, okay? Just like you researched my channel, okay, to ask me for help, I'm telling you to do research in order to build you a business from the ground at home using the skills that you have, okay? And the fact that you actually sent the email, you researched me, you shopped me, you should be able to carry a dynamic business online to care for your grandchildren as well, okay? And when you learn, you teach them too, so that when they get older, they don't have to rely on you, okay? Because right now, you haven't trained your children, mainly because you haven't trained yourself to go out there and make it happen. And now is the time for everybody to do that, okay? We live in a world where we need things from other people, okay? And so a lot of people are afraid to get into this business. Oh, it's oversaturated, it's this. But let me tell you something. There's hairstylists on every corner, and all of them are damn busy when they put their damn minds to it, okay? Everybody can't do everybody's hair on the block. Everybody can't sell everybody food, okay? Everybody can't sell everybody cars, okay? And so the more people that we have setting up shop in these different businesses, the more people will get serviced, okay? Because we're honestly at a shortage, as you can see. That's the advice that I have for you. I am not in your shoes. And for me, I choose entrepreneurship, okay? And so whatever that skill is that trait is, you need to be researching now, okay? Moving on to the next question. Thank you, winos. Please feel free to offer your thoughts below in the comments. I know I just said that, but I'm just making sure that y'all are helping out as well. Now, before we read this last question from an anonymous wino that is not sexually satisfied, okay? We have some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. You hear that, winos? Yep, that's the squeaky clean sound that your yoni makes after using Embrace Pangea's feminine wash. Not only will your yoni be clean, but the rose and honeysuckle extracts will leave it smelling fresh. We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit EmbracePangea.com for your confidence boost. And while you're at it, please check out some of their other natural products, including skincare, oral care, hair care, and much, much more. And of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code TASHAK for 10% off your first order. Queens of all shades, the struggle of finding your perfect foundation match is a thing of the past. Juvia's Place is a black-owned brand that shook the beauty industry by providing velvet smooth foundations for all skin tones. And they don't just stop there. They also offer bold and unique eyeshadow palettes, blurring setting powders, and more. Products are conveniently located in over 1,000 Ulta Beauty stores or online at juviasplace.com. If you want to get your beauty on a budget, use the coupon code WINO for 10% off your online orders. Reverse! Reverse! Y'all remember that damn song? Don't y'all laugh at me, winos, but for real, listen close and listen carefully. The olive leaf extract can reverse high blood pressure and diabetic high blood sugar, or the sugar as some of our grandmamas may call it. It can also kill any nasty little bugs in your bodies like parasites, bacteria, fungi, tumors, and much, much more. And if that's not enough, you can also tell certain cancers like breast, prostate, colon, liver, and skin cancer to take a seat, because the olive leaf extract has been known to fight it. And their friend lupus can get it too, okay? So I need my winos to be in good health, because we have some good dragging to do. So visit myoliveleaf.biz to help get your health in order. All right, now we're back, okay? This is Happy Hour. Remember, guys, if you want your question read on the channel, please feel free to send Jasmine an email. That's jasmine@unwinewithtashak.com. That is JASMINE@unwinewithtashak.com, and we will let you know if your question has made the channel. Okay, now let me get this last sip. All right, so I can read this question. She says, Tasha, please help not sexually satisfied. Woo, girl. Hi, Tasha. I would like to stay anonymous, of course. I love your show and true rawness and realness. Thank you, girl. Hopefully you'll say that after I read this question. I need help. I know you've been married for 10 years. How do you keep the magic going? My husband and I have been married 10 years and 13 years together. Lately, it's been hard for me to want to be in the mood. I just turned 40 this year and have realized that my whole life has revolved around my kids and husband. My kids are not biologically his, but he claims them because he raised them from the ages of 3, 5, and 8. Okay. He has a high sex drive. I try to tell him that I don't enjoy sex as much anymore because he doesn't sexually please me. We do things he likes, as he proudly says he's molded me sexually. Okay, R. Kelly. I was 27 when we met, and I had just divorced my abusive husband, father of my 3 kids. Okay. I had my first child at 19. I was still green and naive when I met my husband. I was amazed, and I loved the fact that a man of this stature would want me. He had just bought a house, worked at a refinery, and retired from the military. Thought I won the jackpot. I had repeatedly been told by my family members that no good man will want a woman with 3 young children. Okay, since when they start doing that? That is a lie. That is a lie, okay? That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway. My self-esteem and confidence was crushed. Didn't realize that all the other issues and flaws he possessed, nothing major. He's arrogant as hell. Feels like he has all the answers and is very opinionated, to say the least. He's a Leo, man. What do you expect, right? That is true. All Leos are leaders, okay? Fast forward 13 years later, my husband has a high sex drive. It has become a huge deal and argument between us. I feel he has become very selfish sexually. He wants to have samples. Basically, we have different sexual acts without climaxing. I hate it because by the time we're done, only he has the happy ending. He has to do multiple positions, but it's routine. I automatically know when to switch positions. Damn. Feels like I'm at a goddamn Curves for women's establishment. All right. Then once he does his deed, he wants to cuddle. I allow him to pass out. Then I get my silver bullet and finish off myself. I've come to realize that I don't even know what I like anymore. He has controlled our sex life. He's so selfish, he doesn't even realize I'm not into it and I don't orgasm. Can you imagine having sex for 45 minutes to an hour and not getting any pleasure out of it? Then he wants sex at least 3 days out of the week. What a true fuck. Then when I try to open up to him about my feelings, he gets highly offended and shuts down. I mean, damn, it's constructive criticism. I feel rather it's him slacking or myself. We should feel comfortable enough with each other to let it be known. It's to the point that I've got to drink in order to get my mind right and give my husband ass. Tasha, I love my husband, marriage, and family foundation he has helped me build. Can you please offer some advice? Okay, girl, that was a lot. You just dumped that on me. Woo! Let me get some water, okay? You said your husband has all the power. That means you gave him the power. Now, there are a lot of women out here that pretend, and for the God of me, for the life of me, I cannot figure out why women would pretend to be sexually satisfied by a man in order to get that man to hold them down, which means, okay, you were too focused on getting a father for your children and a stable home that you neglected yourself. And now this is something that you have to deal with. And honestly, this is why we get relationships that have been together as long as you have. Kids are getting older. When they reach 50s, all of a sudden people are divorcing because they have lived a lie for so many years. Now, I don't care how your husband feels, because if he truly loves you, he's going to fix this. I wouldn't give a damn if his feelings was hurt, because if my feelings was hurt every time I lay down with his ass, I'm going to let him know, okay? He's going to know how it fucking feels. And you honestly don't have to do nothing if he's not willing to listen to you. Now, you're 40 years old. Your body has changed. I've gone through it. I just had a baby at 37. My body doesn't work the way that a 23-year-old's body used to work, or hell, even a 30-year-old body, okay? The blood ain't flowing like it used to. We got to exercise a little more. You know, we getting hot flashes. Things are changing and shit. Stress. All this stuff is going on. And honestly, in order for us to climax, our mind has to be at total peace. Okay. And so if your husband is not willing to understand that, then you need to make a decision. Okay. Because either you're going to be in a marriage unhappy and with someone who does not care about your happiness, or you're going to fix it because you care about your happiness. And whatever that takes to fix it, that's what you're willing to do, okay? Or are you going to sacrifice yourself in order for your children to have a daddy that you're going to end up divorcing any motherfucking way because it ain't their damn daddy, okay? What is it? Because it's honestly not his fault. It's your fault. If you laid there pretending because you wanted a house and a man with good credit, honestly, that's not for him to blame. You've led him on all these years thinking that he has honestly pleased you, and you just can't throw it on him expecting him to understand something that you've made him understand all these years. So that's not fair. So expect him to be defensive because he has lived a lie too. And so honestly, you're going to need to sit him down, let him know that it is not his fault, that it is your fault, and it has nothing to do with his manhood, because in most cases, a lot of people aren't taught how to have sex, okay? All we know is what we see in the pornos, but nobody teaches us how to have sex. We learn how to work. We learn how to build credit. We learn how to raise kids as we go. But sex, you honestly have to learn as you go. And you have to understand the changes that your body goes through as well. So your husband has adapted what you've laid out for him, okay? Meaning those 3 days a week that you get drunk and you lay down with him and you sit there and you be quiet for those 45 minutes and then you cuddle with him and then you go and pull out your bullet, that's your fault. That ain't his fault, okay? And you can't blame him for that. And so if you want change, you're going to have to change this without making him feel like he's less than a man, because he's done everything that you've asked him to do. And that's not fair. So what are you going to do about it? I know you expected me to drag him, but I have no reason to drag him because he has done everything that you wanted him to do from the get-go, including raising 3 children that aren't his, which a man won't mind doing if the mom is stable and he's appreciated, okay? A man is very simple. You appreciate it, cook him, fucking feed him, goddamn it, they'll do exactly what you need them to do in most cases, okay? But if you got a man that really don't want to fuck you, that got a man that really don't want you to feed him, you need to worry about him because somebody is feeding him and fucking him on a regular basis, okay? Most men want to fuck every day, okay? So I'm not surprised that your man wants to have sex 3 times a week with a woman that he feels that he's pleasing. And if you're laying there pretending all these years that he has hit the right spot and you don't even let him see you play with yourself, that's what you need to do. You need to let him watch you play with yourself, okay? I'm not trying to turn this into nothing nasty, but I'm telling you, it turns men on. And when he sees that, he's going to want to explore as much as you're exploring. So buy more toys. Slow down with it. We're not doing no routine. We're going to do this today. I done watched this today on the internet. I done Googled this. We're going to try this instead. You take control, okay? Let him know you've moved into a new phase of life. You 40s and that old 20-year-old dick ain't hitting the way that a 40-year-old dick is supposed to learn. And I guarantee you men will follow the way, okay? And he's been following the way that you've lied to him about for all these years. And so guess what? He'll follow the new way, but you got to ease him into it, okay? Ease him into it. And if he's willing to go for 45 minutes, best believe he'll go for 45 minutes until you come, okay? That's a long time for an older man to be going, all right? So he's willing to learn, but you have to change that and not shut down. And it looks like you're shutting down because you have trained this man this way. And yes, I know he's told you that he's molded you because he's satisfied, but now you have to mold him. Say, if you molded me, I gotta mold you. That's it, okay? I'm done. Y'all done got my damn blood pressure up and these ain't even my damn problems, but I love y'all and I care about y'all and I want to see y'all be happy and do well, okay? Because we all go through shit. Now, winos, all right? If I missed anything, please feel free to offer more advice in the comment section. And again, if you guys want to write in and be selected and have your question read here on Happy Hour, please feel free to send Jasmine an email. That is Jasmine, JASMINE at UNWINEWITHTASHAK.com. And that is all for now, okay? Now I gotta go. Woo! Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at UnwindWithTashaK. Please be drinking your smoothies, exercising, doing whatever you can to boost your immune system so that we can fight the crisis that we're in. And hell, if you didn't like this video, you can subscribe anyway just so you can cuss my ass out. Not that I'm really give a damn anyway. Now I got to go, okay? Bye.